Hey folks, it's Jeff for ThisWeekWithJTT. As the title you already heard, I'm not feeling too good. Give me a sec here. I'll go on my Facebook, see if it's being broadcast as well. Let's see. Once again, my friend is poke me though, clown. Okay. Yep. Once again, my friend is poke me though. Yep, I'm live. I sound different. How you doing? Yeah, I'm fighting a head cold. I've been fighting a head cold this past almost a week. It started like around Tuesday. It felt like a little crappy. Progressively got worse over time. It came to a head like around like yesterday afternoon. I'm thinking like, oh, there's no way. Normally I've been going to church. I'm one of those guys who go to church every Sunday. I don't find I'll go to church like okay then, let's try this again. As you can hear, folks, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so hot. In fact, yesterday, this way I had to do my own type of shopping. Like this here, this is like the Dollar General version of Theraflu, Surveyor, cold and cough. I had to get that. If you're feeling sick, folks, and you have I have like a head cold, this is like Theraflu. You usually take this with a hot cup, hot mug, and all that stuff. Drink it down as much as you can. If you have to, drink it slow. They add honey lime, make it taste more palatable. This stuff here, Theraflu. Um, as you can tell, I like going to Dollar General because they're cheaper than other regular stores. You have night and cold relief. This is um, comparable to NyQuil, cold and flu. This is cough syrup. It's like NyQuil's cold and flu, cherry flavor, of course. What else? This is effervescent SF. Basically, it's like Alka Seltzer, and it's orange flavor. And I'll show you how that works in a few moments. Oh, what else do you need? Oh yeah, lots and lots of these. Oh, trust me, I'll be going for a lot of these. I might need a new box as early as tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow morning I get like about 1, 2 more boxes of these. Tissue, can't live without that. This one is this allergy relief. This is like if I have my nose is stuffed up, my and I can't breathe. And I'm not gonna lie, this between this that helped me sleep, this helped me sleep too, the allergy relief, and of course the classic cough drops. Other than that, folks, hopefully you're doing better than me right now because having a head cold sucks. You feel like crap, you feel lousy, you have no energy and all that. Like I said, normally I'm the type of guy to go to church every Sunday, and it's super rare if I don't go to church. I be super tired and all that. I can have like no sleep, literally no sleep. Don't care. I go to church, but if I feel sick, I'm not gonna. Like I said, technically I could have went to church, but me coughing and all that stuff, I am not getting out people sick with my cold. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not being here. I'm not getting people sick because I'm sick. No way. If the reality is you don't feel well, stay home, get plenty of rest, drink lots of fluids, and just get plenty of rest, get plenty of sleep. Trust me, believe it or not, if you get enough sleep, you'd be surprised how much better you feel. that. Hold on a sec. And see, this is like orange juice. Put some apple juice in there. The effervescence, I put that. I gotta put that in there. Like anybody's flavor alka seltzer. This is like orange flavor alka seltzer, but this is different than most fizz tablets though. This stuff here, it relieves nasal and headache, sinus pain, pressure, runny nose, and sneezing. So when I got some pressure up here, this gonna help a lot. I got the thing fizz up a little bit. Woo! So other than that, folks, so what you been up to? How you feeling? I know. Hopefully I won't be sneezing my brains out, but I do got bad news. If I'm hearing this correctly, though, let me see. Because if this is what I think it is, because somebody just told me something back. I had to double check, make sure I wasn't just hearing things and all that. I'm not saying he's not wrong, anything like that. I'm like, what? There's no way. There's just no way. Let me type this in first before I get too invested in it. Hold it. Oh, shoot. Yep. That's not good. This is not good. Oh, shoot. Yep. If this is what I think it is, this is not good. I'll be this way, though. Former President Joe Biden. I'll be this way, though. This is one of the situations where, as bad as I feel, there's other people that have the worst. For example, former President Joe Biden, he is battling most aggressive type of prostate cancer with bone metastasis. That medical expert says, I'm thinking, oh man, no way. Here's the thing, like people could say what they say about Joe Biden, like I would never ever, condemn that to anybody. Cancer is nothing to joke with. What we do, folks, like get tested for cancer of any type, especially getting older like me. I gotta get myself, make sure I get tested for having sex. This is nothing to play with. I unfortunately lost my mother and father to cancer. I lost my mom to complication of breast cancer. I lost my father to complication of throat cancer. It's nothing to joke with. As one friend would say, cancer sucks. It does. It really does. Okay? It really causes problems. And this from Fox News says, as Fox News headline says, Biden battling most aggressive type of prostate cancer with bone metastasis. This is not good. Starts off by saying former Joe Biden was diagnosed with the most aggressive form of prostate cancer that had a 5-year survival rate of 30 to 40%. Former president prostate cancer is characterized by a Gleason score of 9 and a grade group 5 with bone metastasis, indicating that it is pretty far advanced. Fox News senior medical analyst Mark Siegel said on the Fox report, that's not good. That's so not good. It's hold on a sec. Okay, Mark Siegel also says it's the most aggressive type. Mark Siegel said that means it has the highest risk of spread, obviously, that he has had. Biden is presenting with urinary symptoms, which begins signs the cancer is advanced. Prostate cancer also presents as asymptomatic in early stages. This is found by physical examination, by prostate exam. Siegel says a lot of times we find an elevation in prostate specific antigen PSA. Then we go after. I mean, he must have had the best possible care here. I let him take it back, but it's just this far advanced. That's amazing. Basically, this man, Joe Biden, have like access to advanced medical care and all that, except for the fact that this type of cancer got this far ahead. Wow. See, this he conduct a prostate-specific specific antigen or PSA on every male over the age of 45 years old. Tests measure how much PSA is in his blood and primarily used to screen for prostate cancer, used in the Mayo Clinic. Keep that in mind. Click on the link for Mayo Clinic and we talk about that. The Mayo Clinic is pretty incredible. You got to check it out for yourself. It's like very huge, very extensive. New prostate cancer test pinpoints disease better than PSA option, study finds. While the PSA is not always the perfect indicator of prostate cancer, someone who has a rise in PSA automatically gets an MRI, Siegel says. After MRI, a decision is made about whether to conduct a biopsy. More than 80% of men over the age of 80 will have prostate cancer in their bodies. Oh, great. I'm not too far off myself. I'm like 57 or so. It'd be really surprising if we weren't doing a very close screening on this, because everybody knows in the medical community, this is the one cancer in men you really look out for. He doesn't seem to have a lot of risk factors that I would think about other than age, but age is enough. He's 82 so far. That's a big risk factor. Yeah. If you're like at a certain age, you're a candidate to get prostate cancer, and like I said, Biden is up there. 82, that's pretty old. That's pretty old. I'm not saying Trump is a spring chicken, but that's pretty old. Doctors would likely treat Biden with hormone therapy. Siegel says they would attempt to radiate the lesion found on the bone or remove the prostate altogether. Prostate cancer drug not available to more patients than aggressive form of disease. Sometimes they decide to do more than one therapy, Siegel said. They might try to take the prostate out, do radiation, move the therapy, or remove the hormone altogether. That's not uncommon. Yeah, they got to do what they can to make sure that he survives. No question about that. There are two types of medications used to treat this type of advanced prostate cancer. Lupron, which stops testosterone production, and Casodex, which stops testosterone from binding. Side effects of the medication is people feeling fatigued and listless. Sounds like okay. That would do it. The other thing I was trying about is bone pain, because those metastases in bones can be pretty painful. Oh, no question about it. In the bones, that could be pretty bad, very bad. If the cancer caught early and still localized in the prostate gland, it's curable most of the time, Siegel says. The goal is to get before it leaves the prostate, Siegel says. When it leaves the prostate, it becomes much more difficult to cure. Yeah. But all I'm going to say, you can say what you want about Joe Biden and all that stuff, but I don't wish that type of harm on anybody. I mean, anybody. And you're talking to a person that's been done dirty by everyone from childhood to adulthood, but I would not wish anybody that type of harm, but wishing cancer on them. I don't. I really, really don't. If there's ever time where I do pray, I'm not gonna lie to you folks, I do pray to find forgiveness of people who've done me wrong from my childhood, my earliest childhood, to my most recent adulthood, to find forgiveness of them. For one, because it's been said, unless you forgive people, you gotta forgive people on earth for order to be forgiven in heaven. Simple as that. Oh, the orange juice and the apple juice combo is not bad, but the Mezofizz, always say we got the carbonated taste, but it tastes better and all that. And the older vitamins I can get. But I do want to talk about something here that I found. I feel like that these days, I feel like I want to rant about something. I really do. There's something I saw and maybe going like, "What? Are you kidding me?" This one here, you gotta see this. Even I'm going like, "What's with people these days? I mean, what is wrong with people?" There's this one woman, like, she is a tarot card reader. Yeah, I know. And no, I got a reading. You can't pay me nothing to think about looking at it. But she has an opinion about tech guys. I didn't get a chance to react to it separately, but I'm going to react to it now so we can see it together. So check this out. Go to video file.
On Hinge and entertain conversations with men just for research purposes.
So you're not about trying to get to know a person. You're more like about wasting a person's time. It's one of you that's looking at profiles instead of picking at it. You want this woman who swipe the other way. You got this woman who swipe a majority of the other way, and maybe swipe once in a while. Oh, this guy look, he fits. So he's 6 feet tall, 6 figures. He joined the gym. Okay, boom. Once again, she's a good-looking woman, but she's not like a 10 herself. But keep listening. You'll be surprised. Keep listening.
One common theme that I see in these like tech guy circles is they think that they're different. They're like, oh, I'm not like the macho guy. I just want to be appreciated and loved for who I am.
Okay, so what's the problem with that? In other words, though, folks, basically, these guys who are tech, okay, if they work tech in terms like IT, these guys make 6 figures. Now, whether the guys over 6 feet tall or joins the gym, don't know, but they're not macho, meaning like they're bad boys, basically. They're not the bad boys. I think they try to say they're the nice guys. I say, dudes, do yourself a favor. Be a good man. Once upon a time, I said, don't nice guys feel like, don't be a nice guy, because nice guys, I think you got to change that mindset from a nice guy to a good man. A nice guy, you put up with anything. I mean, anything. Meaning, like, say, if your woman is going to go to the club, dressing provocatively, like she's single, with her friends who are promiscuous in a tour club, known to be a hookup place, known for guys trying to pick up women, trying to get with them, and trying to do the deal with them in the drop of a dime, where drugs and alcohol go, and women get drugged up against their will, and you let them do it because you're insecure, you're scared. Guess what? You're insecure. For anyone who says the opposite, don't lie. Any man who has boundaries and standards, they're not insecure. Guys who let the women do whatever they want, that's insecure. Women say, like, oh, I love my man. He let me do what I want. You may love him, but you don't respect him. Act like you're single. I always want to have fun with my friends. Act as single, which is single friends. But I digress.
And for some reason, they're like really weird and protective about their money.
So let me get this straight. You should not be protected about your money. Do you know how quickly women will run for your pockets, especially in bars and all that? I did a video about one guy who invited to him for drinks. Seriously, for drinks. And it went from that, and she ended up going, I think it was like Oyster Tuesday, and she went for several trays of oysters. I think she went about over 6 trays, and the guy's like, he originally invited her for drinks. She's ready to stick this guy with the bill. Dude, the guy saw how many trays he'd been through, he was paying for his share, with the bathroom bounced. Here's the thing, there is a thing like take it out for drinks. It's one thing she said, like, look, I'll get this oyster tray, it's on my tab. It's on me. Okay, cool. She didn't say that. She made him assume that it's for him. He's like, okay, I'm gone. And she got mad. The guy invited for drinks, not for dinner. And now this one here said that you guys are weird for protecting the money. I'm sorry. If you're making good money, 6 figures, Yes, kings, protect your money. Especially women like that over there. That's nuts. But there's stuff there. She gets downright insulting, disrespectful. Keep listening.
Inevitably, I always get the question if I think that men should pay on dates. As a generalization, yeah, I think that men should pay.
Here's the thing. This is why men before coffee dates. Oh, keep listening. You can see why they prefer to pay. Keep listening.
Why? Because women are doing all of the emotional labor.
Emotional, what emotional labor? Are you serious? That sounds like entitlement right there. What? That's showing up? Wow. What about the man having the courage to call you, planning the date? That's why confidence are the best. You get to know her that way. You can figure out and see if she's worth a second date. Saying, you know what? She's pretty high. She's pretty nice. She's very good, very polite, very sweet. I take it to like 4 star. No, I take it a 5-star restaurant. You guys better taking the first date on a rep. I did another video about a man who took a woman to like an expensive restaurant, and he asked her if she's ready to be his girl. She said no. He said, let's go 50-50. She said no and bounced. So basically, he got stuck with the whole check. Oh, keep listening.
And in a society that commodifies status and having a woman who is objectified and commodified going out on a date with a beautiful woman.
Then you women will cry and foul about being objectified and all that. But yet, as long as you get something out of it, you don't care. Are you serious? No. This is why more and more men are staying single, because of women like that. That's just ridiculous, but let's keep going.
Ups this guy's status.
No. Men could care less about your status. They know for a fact that they know their worth. These days, men could care less about how she looks, how much she earns, how many degrees they don't care, folks. Ladies, the men who know they really truly know their worth don't care. These men don't care what John Q. Public is doing. They don't care what Pookie, Ray, Chad Tyrell's doing. They don't care. They will come home from work, read a book, play a video game, exercise, watch a TV show. More and more men, despite the fact there's a male loneliness thing going out there, they'd rather be lonely than have somebody feel so bad they want to take them off the census. It's getting that bad.
Which ultimately makes him seem more successful.
Wrong. You want to know what makes men more successful? Instead of dealing with women, females like that, they could be about their own business. They can work on themselves. That makes them so successful. Like, say, they work as a tech guy, he move up the ranks. He becomes successful like that. He works on himself, become physically more fit. That's successful. He gets us a passport, travel to other countries, experience other cultures. That is successful. Getting closer to God, having a deeper relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ and the Heavenly Father, that's been successful. Having a woman whose looks is going to fade over time, that's not successful. They might call it a status symbol, but that's going to fade. Looks don't mean a thing. It's what's inside a woman's heart, soul, and spirit. That's what counts. The big question we ask for this one right here: are you going to bring a man respect, love, and peace? It can't be one. It gotta be a whole package. That's what men should be demanding. Is that what they bring to the table? And he don't have to ask her that right flat. He can simply observe her. It looks, and from what I'm seeing, that she's not bringing about peace. She's not bringing respect. She's not bringing love. She's very demanding. She's very entitled, and she's very, very, very superficial. Whatever man ends up with her, pray for him, because that poor simp is in for a very, very, very rough time.
It gives him more social benefits than it does for us to be seen.
Once again, it's about me. Yeah, it'll do him good if he's seen with me because I'm so important. I'm so good looking. Stop it. You're so entitled. It's sad, Like I saw her page, I'm going like shaking my head. And she come across as very mean spirited.
with him. If anything, it's actually to the detriment of the value of our image as a
Value of your image. Fun question. The value of your image. How many past lovers you have? It's one thing you're a virgin, all that. That's cool. That's a real big deal. But if you have more than one lover or several lovers, yeah, you cannot exactly have room to talk. So if you're chasing, you didn't have too many ex-lovers, that's one thing. But you have a lot of these ex-lovers because they fit their bad boy image, they're macho, they have the money and they have the money and the looks, what have you not. Please. We all know the top tier men, the 6-figure, 7-figure men, they will go for these women fatter than Lay's potato chips.
woman. To be a woman in a society that commodifies women.
Commodifies women? Do you know what you sound like when you say that? Do you know what you sound like? Let me know, folks, please, I beg of you, please let me know in the comments down below, what does she sound like? See, check my Facebook Live while I'm waiting. Oops, hold on a sec. Because my fiance, I know, hanging in there. I know I'm live streaming now. But bottom line, though, this woman can sound like that. She's God's gift to men. Are you serious? And there are women who actually think that. They honestly believe with the whole chest that but they're God's gift to men. And that's a joke in itself. Hey, what's up, Brad? Okay. Okay, my friend Brad Schaefer. I haven't seen Brad in a while at work. He's one of my buddies. How you doing, Brad? Been a while. Yeah, Brad's one cool dude. Like, I haven't seen him in a bit. Hope he's doing fun and all that. Larry and Jason, my boys from Pro Wrestling Stream Talk. Folks, if you get a chance, check out their page, Pro Wrestling Stream Talk. I call them they are known as the ish heads. I'm not gonna curse and swear because I won't. What the I don't know why he keeps doing that. This was but Shay, what's up, Shay? What's going on, girl? Shay's one of my one of my riders for Uber and all that. She's really cool. She's very funny. She's very nice lady. She's very funny though. Very funny. She's so cool. Now, right now, as you can tell already, I'm fighting a head cold, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. Let me see. Go over here as well. See. She called me the best driver ever. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate that, Shay. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. It's very sweet of you. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to feel better. Like I said, like I did already, I'm taking my Theraflu. That's one. Taking my cough syrup. And yes, it's Dollar General. Don't judge. Allergy relief. Don't forget that. I also take effervescent cold relief. Can't forget that. And cough drops. Can't forget that. Okay, then you got Just gonna find Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk if I can find it. Here we go. Yep, I'll put it this way though. I don't gotta spend a ton of money for the name brand. It works the same as the name brand. That's all it counts. Okay, copy that. Go here. Okay, for any pro wrestling fans, check out Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. My friend Brenda's watching. How you doing, Brenda? Okay, let's go back to finish the video. What does Willie have to say about her opinion about tech guys, which is pretty funny. We put this medicine away. Or my friend Ray said, "Yeah, put your drugs away. Yeah, these same drugs will help me feel better. Hopefully, I feel better before I go to work tomorrow. That sucks if I feel like crap. I gotta feel work horrible like this."
Means that your value comes from how much you're wanted. The more conventionally attractive you are, then the more valuable you are.
Okay, here's the thing though. You could be drop dead gorgeous, but here's the thing. Like said, you had 50 ex-lovers. Now, people say, what's the big deal of a woman having so many ex-lovers? Well, the more ex-lovers you have, the higher likelihood she would cheat on you, especially God forbid if the relationships end up in disaster. So would you rather have a woman with a body count of 50 or a woman with a body count of 5? Some people say, well, it shouldn't matter the way she acts, but track record says if a woman has a high body count, the chance of her like being unfaithful and finding like somebody better than you in terms like in the bed activity is pretty high, and she will crave that variety. She will probably. I covered a story about a woman who finds one good man, there's one nice guy who took her seriously and loved and all that, but she craved other activities outside of their relationship. It's for every single female. Note they have an exception. There could be a woman who have like over 100, a body count of 100, but when she like say get counseling and all that stuff, and really turn her life around, she like can turn around. She can make a good wife, but it's not that easy. Like I say, am I shaming women for having a high body count? No, that's not for me to shame. That's not for me to point fingers and condemn. But it's kind of funny they do find shame because they're not so quick to talk about the body count. Because deep down inside, they do carry that shame. They just don't want to admit it. Otherwise, like, yeah, I have a high body count. What of it? But at the same time, you can't expect every single man to say, "Okay, I'll deal with it. I accept it." But bottom line, this will make it sound like because of her looks, it's a commodity. No, looks is not should be a commodity. It's more like if at least one of the guys got access to you in a certain way, that is valuable. But that's besides the point. But the fact that she's putting down these tech guys because they want to identify as like, oh, I'm not like most guys. And I respect these tech guys. These guys are the reason why we could do live stream when we have computers. And these guys are not like get broke. It's super rare here by a tech guy who don't make decent money. Most of the time, a lot of tech guys do make six figures. But enough of that for now. But bottom line, another problem they having though too is that there's a story about a man who got I think not an ad, but this something from this woman, but she wanted him to be his sperm donor. She had forms, papers, and all that stuff. And him being naive, okay, he'll help. The only way he closes the deal unless he has to sleep with the woman. It's not no artificial insemination. He has to actually sleep with the woman to get her pregnant. Then this woman went around behind his back, got his mom and his grandma involved to be in the kid's life. Now the guy's paying child support, even though he originally agreed he don't have to. Here's the messed up part. As the baby was born, DNA test was taken. It wasn't his kid. Are you serious? And now there's some type of fight saying that that to get his money back for this woman. And the worst part, she knew who the real father was. So basically, I don't know why she did that. I don't get it. There are times where, like, if this is not, like I said, this is not me slamming a woman, anything like that. But it's getting ridiculous to where, like, a guy's getting dinged on paternity tests. But let me get away from that for a second, though. I want to focus on our health right now. do not be afraid to see a doctor every year, especially if you're getting older. Maybe prostate, breast, what have you not. So, like I said, dealing with a head cold. I'm not gonna be on much longer because I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, before I forget, I want to apologize. I'm late. I should have been online at 8 o'clock. I had dinner. Well, I'm like a late lunch. Had dad, took my medicine, and I was out cold. I tell you folks, I swear, I took my medicine around like 3 something. I didn't wake up till about literally like about like 8:20 this evening. But other than that, folks, I want to thank everybody who Hey, Michael Steltano, what's up? Man. But other than that, folks, everybody who showed up, I want to say thank you for showing up, especially on Facebook. I appreciate it, though. I want to thank my Facebook fam for showing up. I want to thank Shay. I want to thank Mike, Brad. Who else? Larry, Jason. How you guys doing? I want to thank you guys as well who showed up. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna lie. I probably eat something, then maybe bake something real quick, then go back to sleep. I'll probably be in bed between like 10 and 11, all that, because I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I need to feel better if I go to work tomorrow. I don't want to start the week feeling like crap and all that. But folks, I hope you're doing better than me health wise though. Like I said, take care of yourself. Drink lots of fluids. Drink lots of orange juice, real orange juice, not the watered down one. Um, Also ginger ale and grapefruit. Believe it or not, I did eat a grapefruit earlier today, and oh yeah, lots and lots of these guys here. So guys, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being my ride and dies. Share, like, subscribe my content, and I hope to see you soon. And thanks, Shay. Thank you, Shay, for your kindness. Okay, folks, until then, talk to you later. Peace and love. And